Hey folks, welcome back to I Accidentally Stared at a Zergling. Welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm, the Mysterious JG. Continue to have these annoying problems where I have to do a lot of post work for sound. Maybe I should switch up my... I could switch my recording process up. I don't know. But this video should be short. Maybe there won't be enough time for stuff to get out of sync. But we have conversations with Abathur we could be doing. And normally I'd do all that stuff at the end of the last video, but this time it's an evolution missions available, so I figured I would save it for that. But first of all, let's take a look at the mutation available for the Hydralisk. With the Hydralisk, we can do Frenzy. Okay. When Frenzy is activated, the Hydralisk gains 50% attack speed for 15 seconds. Cooldown 30 seconds. Hydralisk aggression inhibited by cerebral cortex. Really? Can enable Hive Mind to trigger impulses directly. Upon command, attacks Frenzy for a limited period. Cortex requires recovery time after use. Limbic system fragile. Ancillary Carapace. Gain 20 plus 20 maximum life for an increase of 25%. Eh. And Groove Spine's attack range increased to 6, an increase of 20%. Is this an active skill? Because if it is, I kind of need to not use it. I won't remember to use it actively. If it's just like, if it's been more than 30 seconds since the last time they initiated attacks, they get 15 seconds of extra attack speed, this would definitely be the best one. So let's stick with it, and I guess I'll have to read up later on how that works. But for now, let's talk to Abathur.
I'm going to look into your memories and find out why I feel so angry when I see you.
But we're friends.
Memories not important. Distractions.
I see it in your mind.
Don't think about the past.
You
Look to the
designed
future.
Queen of Blades.
You're a proof the
Your
American dream
hands
still
wrapped me in
lasts.
the chrysalis.
Yep.
Weak and soft. Broke bones. Tore flesh. Improved you.
I'm your Zerg daddy.
If you weren't important to my plans, you'd be dead right now.
Unclear.
But I'm your Zerg daddy.
I'm going to look.
Memory.
Okay.
If you were.
So that was an interesting little side mission. But anyway, speaking of side missions, that's what this video is going to be. The evolution side mission. We're going to do a mission and look at two different types of exciting new Zerg we could choose. I already know which one I'm going to choose on this one. Because this one, there is apparently a pretty clear answer as to what's best. It's the one I chose casually playing without recording years ago. Without reading on what was better. I picked the one I thought was better. And took a look at some guides that basically confirmed that one I got right. So let's see what they are, what the choices are.
Zergling strain ready for augmentation. Unique essence discovered on Dominion security world.
Pretty cool, huh?
Collect essence. Adapt Zergling. Destroy Dominion outpost.
And stop picking on me, your beloved Zerg daddy. So we got the Raptor strain. Fast melee unit, able to jump up and down cliffs, leaps towards enemy units. And what I didn't realize, but I found out only in reading about it recently, is it actually has an attack bonus over regular Zerglings that the game doesn't even tell you about. And Swarmling strain. Fast melee unit, morphs almost instantly and spawns in groups of 3. And this is another one where, well, I don't know why I'm getting ahead of it, but I might as well tell you now since I told you with the Raptor strain. An unrevealed penalty for these guys is that while you get 3 for the same number of minerals as it would take you to get 2 Zergling, when you're playing a mission that involves maxing out supply, as some of the ones at the end of the game do, they're not free as far as supply. They just cost fewer minerals, which means that if you max supply, you're going to have the same forces. It'll just cost you a little bit less minerals to get it. So these, better than they look, and they already seem more interesting because they can jump around and, like, you know, jump over bunkers to attack siege tanks and shit. Whereas these seem like a little less interesting, and they're actually worse than they initially appear from everything I've read. So we kind of already know we're going for the Raptor strain, but let's give both of them a chance to prove themselves in this evolution mission. Of Kirby's. You can morph a large number of Zerglings very quickly. Use their numbers to overwhelm large enemies. Zerglings are, Zerglings are not without their uses. Probably could have had some Zerglings and Roaches going in that last mission to help defend bases, but because the important plot essential stuff was air, it just didn't seem like a good time to use them. But I hope I will be using Zerglings in the future because they're fun.
Planet Callus.
Pretty cool. I mean, kind of not that important to the story ever until just now.
Dominion security.
Unless I'm forgetting, and this is a huge part of previous games.
Valley. Out of reach. Adaptation required.
How did they get there then? If the Zerg can't reach them,
Local Karak vault through air. Attack prey.
basically some kind of weird salamander
Collect essence.
kangaroos.
Then assimilate trait into Zergling strand. Once collected, Dominion outpost within reach.
This is a common feature of weird fantasy. Because I'm thinking, like, I saw it fairly recently, went back and rewatched old anime I used to like back in the day, Yu Yu Hakusho. It featured a villain at one point who would eat people and gain their power. Although once it ate someone that was too powerful, and they took over the guy who would eat people. But yeah, various other fantasies have this notion. If you eat something, you gain its essence. So, you know, I, for example, had chicken fingers today. Or chicken nuggets, actually. So I now should, according to fantasy logic, have the power of chicken nuggets. Oh. I don't have vision on this area, so... Oh, cool. These guys have, I wanted to see what their attack stats were, but I wasn't fast enough.
Essence acquired. New sequence spun into Zergling strand.
Which had just become eggs all of a sudden.
Zerglings ready for combat.
Good. Let's see them in action.
So Zerglings, who are kind of...
Additional Zerglings now.
Because you need a fuck ton of Zerglings to do anything in this game. So Zerglings are kind of adorable little Zerg monster puppies. But these ones are like Zerg monster roaches. And I know it's weird. I know it's like illogical. Now they've got little wings, so I think they're gross, whereas before I thought they were adorable. But yeah, they're pretty much disgusting now. So anyway, here's their special power.
Raptor strain leaps to close on enemy. Scales cliffs.
So you get in a sense there, and these evolution missions are obviously designed to showcase what makes each unit useful. But as you can see there, Zergling's way better in numbers, way better at taking out bunkers. Specifically bunkers. Works for photon cannons, works for any stationary defense or units. Way better. Yeah, huge numbers, which makes it kind of deceptive how effective they are, because you need big numbers for them to do anything. But normally against bunkers, they'd all be like regular Zerglings, milling around each other, getting in each other's way, making it tough to actually encircle a bunker. But Raptor Strain, unless the bunker's already built into a wall of fortifications where it has sides that aren't exposed, Zerglings are, like the Raptor Zerglings, are going to be attacking from all sides. So, like, damage per second massively increased just because the entire surface area that can be attacked from melee range is getting attacked from melee range. And as I said, they do bonus damage, +2 damage. It's there, you can see it if you're paying attention, but the little descriptor and the dialogue doesn't tell you that. 2 damage doesn't seem like much, but their base damage is only 5, so that's a pretty significant increase. So remember that, 7 damage. We'll have to see what these other Zergling can do. But here's another one, like... I'm tempted to make them attack the tank, but they're probably just best off to set the attack command to the back of this thing. Let me grab a few and specifically target the tank. They didn't actually really get to it that effectively, did they? I mean, not much faster than I would have just if I'd left them alone. Yeah, we had some losses there, but...
Destroyed. Next strain ready for testing.
We had some losses, but that would have been... Assume we didn't have the staggered stairs, and it was a straight path. Regular Zerglings still would have got their asses kicked there.
Feral Zerg brood.
I control the way you move.
Feral hatcheries evolved unique adaptation. Morph Zerglings very fast.
Great for cheese and PvP.
Right now.
No, you're not. Oh, yes, you are, actually. Well,
Incorporating adaptation into swarm.
I'm glad you could just say that and it happens.
Inbound on the hive cluster. Work fast, Abathur.
Nice coincidence here.
Swarmling strain complete. Ready to morph.
Yeah, so clearly this swarm, this renegade swarm was just hanging out. Everything was fine. Now they're suddenly being attacked. The instant Kerrigan takes over. Weird coincidence. Oh, hey, I've got excellent signal. That's nice to know. Anyway, so we will morph to Zergling.
Swarmling strain hatches quickly. 3 from single egg. Overwhelms foes. Dominion incoming. Morph larva into swarmling strain.
But yeah, you see, there's only the...
Our forces are under attack.
There's just too many.
But that was a less impressive force that they fought. But yeah,
Attackers
only 5 damage.
ready to morph additional Zerglings. Destroy base.
But you'll see, they do hatch really freaking fast. I can't deny that. And I've got a lot of numbers really quickly. But they're doing less damage. They're taking up the same supply. They're not jumping around all cool. They look a little bit more like the cute puppies we remember and not like roaches. But, I mean, they're the Zerg. You can't always go with what's pretty. Let's send them in. And you'll see here, the space doesn't even have siege tanks. They dress it up real pretty for us, but they're giving us an easier position to take with these guys. They're trying to make them all impressive. But it is an easier position.
They're everywhere. Then shoot everywhere.
And get to the chopper too, you know. Just throwing that out there is a thing you probably want to do. So this Thor had the right idea, and he killed like 10 of our guys in the mission that's supposed to showcase how awesome they are. And here's another. They're skipping around. They can't even get on top of this building as quickly as they should. It was surrounded, but yeah.
Dominion dead. Swarmling test concluded.
Pretty sweet though, I gotta say.
Sequences for swarm integration. Returning to evolution pit.
But I gotta say, it was a lot of fun. More fun than you trying to murder me.
Ready for integration. Await decision.
These guys, or these guys. Leaps over obstacles? I guess it does tell you this. I'm an idiot. Gains +2 damage and increase to 40%. Okay, I'm an idiot. They do tell you. They eventually point it out to you. Not with the dialogue in the mission, but if you're reading carefully, they do. So leaps over obstacles, can jump up and down cliffs. That's not as important, honestly. But the leaps over obstacles and the +2 damage is awesomeness. These guys spawn in groups of 3, morph almost instantly. Dorsal protrusion of Dune Runner has resurfaced. Prominent. We'll examine further. Amplified aggression, likely to improve damage output. Acceptable. Yeah, you definitely want to go with the Raptor strain. Sorry, Swarmling strain. Actually, with that weird dorsal fin, they also don't look as much like adorable little monster puppies. So, that's the final straw in their coffin. We're going with Raptor strain.
Evolution complete.
Yeah, bitches. That's right, I'm not a dog anymore, brother. So now we got awesome sauce Raptor strain Zerglings. That will change everything for all of us in every way in our lives. And I'm going to have to call it a video now. Same dialogue with you or not?
I'm going to look into
Same dialogue. Let's not torture the poor guy further. Let's call this a, even though I belabored things a bit with all the chit-chat, still a shorter video than usual. And when we come back next time, we will continue the main story of Heart of the Swarm. I'm Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you join us next time, as if memory serves, we're going to wrap up the stuff on the Ice Planet. Ice Planet's a bit of an interesting one. We've got a Zerg brood that seems perfectly happy to join us. They're just already fighting off Protoss and in a bit of trouble. So unless I'm forgetting something, we don't have missions where we got to beat these Zerg into submission. They're already on our side. But we both got to take care of the Protoss before the Golden Armada arrives from Shakuras and kills us all big time. See you guys.